Oh, hey kids!
Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your very late night Smackdown review. I had stuff to do, that's why I couldn't be able to do the review earlier, but I'm getting it done now. I do have to try to get some sleep because tomorrow, it's Saturday night main event. Sorry, I'm not looking forward to that tomorrow. That's the least of my concern. Tomorrow's SantaCon here in New York City. So I'll be going to that. I'm actually going to be going also to the SantaCon next week in Hoboken, New Jersey. So, whatever. But in terms of Saturday Night Main Event, here's the thing. If it wasn't happening on the day of SantaCon, I would have watched it. But again, in the end of the day, I have stuff to do. Okay? For sure, I'll watch the next Saturday Night Main Event that's happening in January. Whatever. But aside from that, I'm not really looking forward to Saturday Night Main Event. You know, I just don't feel it's as big as there should have. You know, in terms of modern standard, people think it's like a big event or whatever. They're making it big, but like it just if let's say good bookers were booking, if I was booking it, or people who actually were in the business and know how to book a show, this show should have been built like a main event. Like literally, it should have been built like WrestleMania style, or even like the same caliber as what they're doing for Netflix. Like for Netflix, and based on tonight, they're freaking doing Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa on Monday Night Raw for Netflix. In the Tribal Combat, which that match, if you really think about it, should be happening tomorrow for Saturday Night Main Event. But, and again, they're both SmackDown guys, basically. Like, why is it happening when two SmackDown guys, I understand, they're trying to make people care about Netflix, but, like, what does that tell you? They need Roman Reigns to be on Raw for Netflix to make people care. But it's not like he's going to probably be there every week now, you know? Again, in my opinion, if the brand split wasn't a thing, if they ended the brand split, sure, Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa happening on the first Raw on Netflix, that's actually a good thing. I do think it's a good thing to make people care about the first Raw on Netflix, to make it as big as possible. But it's like, they should be doing the same thing for Saturday Night Main Event. Saturday Night Main Event should honestly be the same type of deal. Sure, they're doing these title matches, but it's like, who really cares? You know, like, especially, like, in terms of my sake, I know some fans, they like these people, but I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of a lot of these wrestlers nowadays, so that's just probably part of it. Like, I don't really care for a lot of these wrestlers, so that's part of the reason why I don't care for Saturday Night Main Event that's coming up, and it's really not much big star power. You know, why isn't Roman Reigns going to be on the show? Why isn't CM Punk going to be on the show? Why isn't freaking John Cena going to be on the show? I understand he's going to start his retirement tour next coming year, but it's like, in the end of the day, like, if you want to make people care about the show, you should be having the biggest stars on that show possible. Like, Goldberg should be on this show, honestly, if he's gonna have his retirement tour coming up too. You know, something. They should have been building up this show to be like really big matches and really big, you know, actually make it feel like a Saturday Night Main Event. Like, something like, yeah, a Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa Tribal Combat match. You know, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins would have been nice to do on Saturday Night Main Event. Apparently that's being rumored to happen set on Raw for Netflix, for the first Raw on Netflix, which, yeah, again, it's like, why can't they do something like the same type of deal as they're building up Raw on Netflix? It feels like they only care more about Raw on Netflix more rather than Saturday Night Main Event, and I get it. You know, you gotta really have the effort to make people care about that first Raw. But the thing is, do you really think that fucking first effect you're gonna try to put as effort on that first show is gonna keep on going? I don't know. I mean, I would hope they continue that path of putting on big matches and putting on matches that people would actually care about and be intrigued of, then yeah, I would actually be very intrigued, and I would be looking forward to seeing stuff on Saturday Night, even if they were treating it like how they would with for the Raw on Netflix, because they keep hyping up Raw on Netflix, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? again, not really a big fan of these wrestlers, so that's part of the reason. Again, it's like a lot of the matches are just modern wrestlers that I don't care about or not big fans of. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and lack of star power. It just like it should be the biggest stars as you want, as much as possible. They're apparently just treating this show just a retro show. Really, it's just basically old school Raw. They're gonna treat the show like old school Raw with the modern wrestlers. Okay, whoop de do. But yeah, you're not gonna have like freaking Roman Reigns on the show, even though again he's like one of the top stars of the modern day. Whatever. I don't know. It just makes more. It just doesn't really make much sense to me. Like I would even do if you're not gonna do Solo versus Roman at the show, you might as well have done something where you do like maybe like a Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu match even. I don't fucking know. Or Roman Reigns versus Roman Reigns and like maybe Sami Zayn versus Solo and Jacob Fatu. Something like that even. You know what I mean? I don't know, like, something big. Like, if you're not going to give away the big matches until Neflix, might as well do fucking CM Punk. Oh, wait, what's going on with my camera? Like, you might as well maybe do Roman Reigns on CM Punk versus, like, Joe Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. I'm just making sure with my camera, folks. Oh, the camera's good. Thank God. Okay. Like, you know what I mean, folks? You know what I mean? Just like some, like, have some star power, for crying out loud. If I was booking the show, I understand, they're doing the feud with Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. But it just makes more sense if they were doing, honestly, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the Saturday Night Main Event show. And they could have always saved the freaking Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens match for maybe, like, Smackdown, or even freaking, like, Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? But all we can agree of is that, what we can agree, it looks like they're not really going to make people care about SmackDown. It seems like SmackDown, unfortunately, is not going to be a show that gets a lot of love anymore. Like, for years, Fox been giving the SmackDown more love, or they were trying to make people care about Fox more, or SmackDown because it was on Fox. Now, with SmackDown being on the USA Network, it seems like they're not going to try as much to make people care about SmackDown, because it's not on Fox, it's on the USA Network. It's like the USA Network always is giving shit, or they don't really bother to care. I don't know. It's like, isn't that pathetic? Like, for the past years, they seem to, like, not really care much about the USA Network. Like, literally, like, freaking Monday Night Raw. Now with Friday Night SmackDown, they barely do things really big to make you care about SmackDown. Now it's like, wow, you're going to see, like, again, with Netflix, what's going on with Netflix, the Netflix Raw that's coming up, and now with freaking, with Saturday Night Main Event, what they try to do, whatever. But again, just all you need to know, folks, Monday Night Raw seems like it'll be the only show that they're going to try to make people care about. At least for now. I can't promise, or I don't think it's going to be after the first episode of Raw they're going to try to make people care. Because it seems like a trend, with WWE. Like, if it's a big milestone thing that's going to happen, like an anniversary show, or just something like this, they're going to be moving to a big network, that's what's going to happen. They're going to get ready for, like, to try and make that show big as they can. Like, look at freaking even the SmackDown that when they moved to the USA Network. They seem like to not really care to make that show as much as best as they can. Oh, a steel cage match with Cody and Solo. What else happened? Just a bunch of garbage matches? I don't know. In the end of the day, they did not care. They didn't seem to really do as much as they can to make you care. So overall, we're basically screwed. If you like SmackDown, you're screwed. Like, I want SmackDown to succeed. Unfortunately, SmackDown is going to get the loose end, as it's not gonna be as equal to Monday Night Raw. Like again, in all honesty, both shows should be equal. There should be no fucking brand split. Both shows should be treated the same. And again, like why? Like, if you really think about it, again, why aren't they doing Solo versus Roman on a SmackDown like that? Like that could easily be a great main event for SmackDown. Tribal Combat on a fucking SmackDown. That would be cool. But no, Monday Night Raw because we gotta make people care about Netflix. Which I get it. But it's like, wow. No one's gonna fucking care. I don't know. I don't know, folks. You know, it's a darn fucking shame. Yeah. I guess, like, you know, people are screwed. Or whatever. Anyways, so SmackDown happened. All we need to know is that SmackDown, really, this show did not make much sense. No fucks was given, really. If you really think about it, SmackDown has no fucks given. Like, this show, I don't know. So, here's what I'm trying to say, basically. This show had no purpose, or, let's be honest here, tomorrow's Saturday Night Main Event already feels like a throwaway show. So here's what WWE did. They pre-taped the SmackDown for next week, the show after this, which kind of basically confirms what is set to really happen tomorrow. So, like, again, why should I really care for tomorrow's show? Because they unfortunately they pre-taped a show already for next week, which again, we're supposed to believe it's a show that happened after tomorrow. First off, and I already recorded a video, it's going to be uploaded whenever, but it's like, in my opinion, how does it make sense for, why is WWE even doing a break next week? Why are they doing a break next week Friday? Like, why isn't the next week's show live? And same thing with the Raw before Christmas. Like, I get it. Oh, it's for the holiday off and whatever. But here's the thing. It's not like it's happening on Christmas. I'm not trying to sound like an impartial guy or a guy who doesn't care about, like, you know, people. I'm not trying to sound like a Grinch here. But, like, in the end of the day, like, listen, I'm all for giving these wrestlers the break. And I do think, yeah, why not? Give them a break. At least make the fucking last, like, the Raw before Christmas, like, a recap show. You know what I mean? At least do that. Or at least, like, you know, how about, like, there's no need to do a Raw after Christmas or whatever, like, or SmackDown after Christmas. They could just easily have done the SmackDown after Christmas, like, because again, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day is Tuesday and Wednesday, right? They could easily have the SmackDown after Christmas a clip show, okay? They're doing one more Raw before the Neflix show, so in a way you should try and make that show very big. But it's like, what does it make any sense for having the show next week taped when it's not Christmas? If anything, in my honest opinion, why not cut back from the holiday shows? Like, cut back from the holiday schedule, the holiday house shows? Because in the end of the day, who really cares about these house shows when nothing's going to really happen on these house shows? Or at least cut back from it. Because rather than, again, you're rushing these wrestlers from their, like, holidays. Give them time to spend with their families. Honestly, maybe it's best to just cut back on the holiday shows, or even just don't do them. There's no real need to do a holiday show unless maybe do it before Christmas and, you know, the holiday, you know, other holidays like Hanukkah. Like, in my honest opinion, we really don't need to do holiday shows. Like, WWE is basically, I mean, again, if you really think about it, these weekly Raw and SmackDown shows are glorified house shows now. But, like, do we really need a holiday tour when nothing's going to happen? We know what's going to freaking happen. WWE does not need to do these holiday tour shows. Or at least do it before Christmas. So that way you can give these wrestlers a break. I just think this schedule is kind of dumb. Just my opinion. You know what I mean? But whatever. That's just my opinion. I don't think like that. Next week's show should be live because it's not like on Christmas. So, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, but they taped the show, and I already seen the results so far. I don't know. The results are just retarded. Anyways, I mean that's next week. We're talking about freaking Raw, SmackDown from this week, whatever. SmackDown from this week happened, and not much noteworthy to happen because they're obviously going to make people. They're already just gonna basically scroll through this show right for tomorrow's Saturday Night Main Event because they already try to basically make people try to care whatever. The show did start with Jimmy Uso. He says, "Oh, that's wrong, twin. By the way, hey, listen. Apparently, he was referring to the crowd chants or whatever. I guess the crowd still can't tell whether it's Jimmy or Jay, whatever. I mean, whatever." He said, "Hey, listen. First off, War Game was lit. War Game didn't get Big Jim. But it got my big toe. I need something for y'all, or need to say something. War Games to me meant everything. Why? Because you're sitting here in a bunch of families. We all have a bunch of families we may not like. A bunch of families always fight. But there's always a big message to bounce back and we back each other. And you know what wants together. Baby, the OG bloodline came on top, but the War Games now behind us. We in front of one question. I watch our family dominate, entertain the WWE Universe. Now I'm back. It's a whole dream. And we live every single day. I'm proud of this. I watched Roman Reigns become a double champion, a dominant champion. I'm proud of that. I watched my twin brother, Main Event James, became one of the hottest stars today. Coming up from our childhood, the real life dream. I'm proud of that. I mean, proud of my little brother, Solo. I said that I'm proud of him. I may not be like when he's doing that, but I'm proud of my boy. With that being said, I'm proud that I'm also making myself asking, actually reading what I've been saying. Then what's next for you, Big Jim? What are you going to do? Big Jim, I got an answer for you. And the answer is, I don't know. I want to ride with Big Jim. It's a big year in front of Big Jim. It's going to be a big year for Big Jim. It might be the Royal Rumble winner. It might go after the U.S. title. Heck, might go after the Undisputed title too. But it's big enough for Big Jim. There's nothing wrong to stop me. And that's showing up week in, week out. There's no ODC here. There's no Jay. There's no Sammy. There's no Punk here. No Wiseman. Your boy Big Jim came out with one throw that the whole year is coming for me. Baby, Jimmy Uso. I did the promo. He came out. Yeah, he has his injured toe with crutches, but he's going to try to make 2025 his year. Okay. That's his New Year's resolution. Fine, Hopefully good things will happen to him, whatever. But then he gets attacked by Drew McIntyre. And then, and then he gets scolded by Nick Aldis because, he attacked the defenseless Jimmy Uso. We didn't see the women's locker room where Nia Jax giving Stratton some encouragement. And then how she doesn't need her briefcase anymore. She doesn't need to resort to cheap tactics or whatever. And then Candice LaRue, which is her luck. Nick Aldis tells McIntyre to get in his office, and this is not good look for McIntyre. Aldis is bringing another considered superstar or whatever. Then Naomi and Bianca, I don't know. They ask what happened to Cargill, and they're still looking after what's going on or whatever. Apparently, Naomi says she's going to takes Jade's place, and they're going to be defending basically the tag titles. I don't know, apparently, if Naomi, what is it, is Naomi gonna be a freebird holder? I don't know, she's not really gonna be the champion, but whatever, I don't know. First match, Michin, like my chin, your chin, garbage chin, defeated Tiffany Stratton. I get it. And Tiffany Stratton, she looked like, she had Christmas attire shit, whatever. Because next week is Christmas Smackdown or something. I understand that Tiffany Stratton is Mrs. Money in the Bank. But come on here. why is she losing? I understand. This is some stupid fucking. They're doing the tournament for the women's U.S. title. Why should she be winning the women's U.S. title? Like, I don't get. I mean, I don't. Then why is she in the fucking tournament? Why is she losing the fucking me chin? My chin, your chin, garbage chin. Why is she fucking losing to that fucking garbage chin, huh? God damn it. Like, this bitch was jobbing for how long? And now all of a sudden she's winning? What are we doing here? You really think your first women's U.S. champion should be a person who no one really cares? Clearly, like, you know, because, oh, it's going to be her and, you know, we're going to review. I mean, what? Who cares? Why should I build it up? Chelsea Green. Supposedly Chelsea Green might be the one winning the fucking women's U.S. title. Fine, you know. I mean, she should. She does have talent. Just but the problem is she's losing too. So great. This is the loser's title. Like, the people who've been losing the entire year are just gonna get a fucking jobber title, really. Okay. Yeah, this is great for the women's mid-card title legacy. Like, whatever. I don't fucking know, man. I don't care. I don't care. Again, it's women's wrestling. Who really cares? We get a DUI promo. I don't know. DUI. You know, we're gonna commit fucking driving garbage. We're gonna freaking cause chaos in the driver's seat or whatever. Don't do drugs, kids. I mean, that's DIY's. Well, no. I lied. I mean, that should be the character. Imagine DIY. They don't calling themselves DUI. And then they actually make it about them driving under the influence. That would be a great character. But no, it's just like, we're hard wrestlers. We are pure wrestlers. And we're here to have good matches. Yeah, just indie bullshit. Whatever. They talk about how they were screwed out of the tag titles, and now they were tired of playing nice, and that's why we trade our friends, and we are the best tag team in the world, whatever. I don't know. And they freaking best tag in the world. By the way, best in the world DIY baby. So they ripped off the Undisputed Faggot. I don't fucking care. They are DIY. I don't care. Go get a DUI, please. Get off my TV screen. We then see a Roman Reigns promo, pre-tape promo, whatever. He says, it's been a rough year. It's not long after we ran everything. You know, we were on top. You know, the entire bloodline. But most importantly, you know, then I lost everything. I lost my watch, I lost my time, I lost my bloodline, my entire bloodline. Most importantly, I lost my Ufala. Solo, 4 years ago, you weren't here. I didn't take that Ufala. Your grandparents, or great-grandfathers, my father, my uncle, both your great uncles, they crowned me the responsibility to lead this family. The only thing that mattered to me is my family, so I need to follow. And responsibility that I have been held. And now for January 6th, Neflix, what it's all about is you and me, tribal combat. Only one tribal chief. And you, the whole world will acknowledge me. Good promo. And I was like, you know, like, I totally get it, you know, yeah, okay, well, okay, Neflix, I get it, you know. Again, I have no problem them building, like, you know, if we're going to do the best of Raw and SmackDown on Netflix, I get it. But it's like, I would wish to see this much energy for SmackDown. It honestly made more sense to do this match on SmackDown, or, again, in the end of the day, like, how about maybe based on what they do on Netflix with Raw, it should be a continuation to do stuff with like this on SmackDown. Like, again, what they should be doing, like, no brand split. They should try to make both shows equal, but it just so happens that, you know, with Netflix, and again, this is how the best way to do it. You make people try to watch both shows. You know, they have to watch Netflix, they have to purchase Netflix, but then SmackDown, basically things happen on both shows. That's what they should be doing to make people care. Continue to tell stories, continuing stuff, you know, basically making, that way it should allow more story growth for both feuds. Like, whenever they do feuds for certain people, it continues on both shows. That's what they should be doing. Obviously, it's going to be hard, because not everyone's going to be have Netflix and whatever, but at least it'll be a start. You kind of need to end the brand split, especially, like, come on. If Roman's not going to be consistently on Raw, it's going to freaking be a problem. Let's be honest, we really need we need everybody to be on both shows. We only just really need one world title if you really think about it at the end of the day. And again, try to make both shows watchable. That way there'll be a need, and you can still make a lot of money by trying to make both shows good, meaningful. You'll get that extra money with people buying the Neflix, and that people will be watching SmackDown. You make people care about both shows. It's all good. Will be good, and you will get more fans. The fact that you're appealing to a niche audience is a problem because, again, that niche audience will get lower. Oh, they're only listening to the niche audience of what they like, and guess what? You're going to lose more viewers. Your niche audience is kind of getting lower, so whatever. They said there's going to be a Raw kickoff event with Neflix that will take place this Wednesday at the headquarters. And it's like, who really cares? Santos Escobar wants to know the bingo game that Nick Aldis is running, and they said, maybe we'll talk to Adam Pearce to go on Raw. I was like, who the fuck cares? Oh, great, they're doing this gay shakeup, this superstar shakeup, no one cares. Then we see Carmelo Hayes goes to Nick Aldis like, yo, man, what we going to do with me? Who's my opponent? And I'm looking forward to his shit. Then the second match, Carmelo Hayes get his mystery opponent, and it's Braun Strowman. Shout out to my buddy Dr. Chris Featherstone. He's, co-host of Vince Russo for his Legion of Raw review. Dr. Chris actually broke the news, and you know what? He's, again, good on Dr. Chris. He's really building up himself as a guy who can report some news. He's really been breaking the dirt sheet news, and he's, actually been backed up to be a person who knows what he's talking about. So, good on Chris Featherstone. He's my buddy, and good man. Very good man. Very supportive of him and Vince Russo, and they know what the fuck they're talking about under Legion of Raw reviews. Great people, and good on him. Good on him calling this. Good on him getting the sources right. He's really he proven to know things more than fucking Dave Meltzer. That's for sure. If anything, he's a real insider. So. That's for sure. Braun Strowman defeats Carmelo Hayes. I mean, good for Strowman. It's just the problem is with Strowman, they really gotta make people care about Strowman, but they fucking struggle to make people, because again, he always seems to fall off whenever they try to do something with him. Already, based on the results for next week's show, I can't believe what I'm seeing, because already, this guy, they're gonna fucking ruin his fucking momentum. And it's what kind of shit are we doing here? But whatever, I'm not going to review much until next week. He stands to yell and says, am I concerned, new tribal chief? The man they call the megastar, I'm a Robert Hartford, and no matter what goes on, I'm always handle business. And I have I want nothing to do with war games, because it's not my business. I have nothing to offer. I don't care about the Ufala. I don't need that. I don't need a red necklace. That does nothing for me. As far as LA is concerned, I'm a lost cause leader against Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. The entire family can go to hell. Jay Uso's only worthy person in the bloodline. Yeah. Solo's necklace, by the way, is my way to get back to the U.S. child hunt. Where everybody's going to be saying, LA Knight, I like LA Knight, but my God, have they fucking ruined my care for him. Again, having him lose to Nakamura the way he did is just fucking retarded. Let's be for real here. It's just so fucking retarded. We then see Braun Strowman walking back, and then, he basically doesn't want to be part of the Pretty Deadly's musical, and he gets interrupted by Byron Saxton, but then we had A-Town Down Under, who has been not on TV for God knows how long. And then, they invited him to be in the Garrison Wall, and it's like, yo, we'll be all sure. I don't know, because he got, under his skin or something. I don't fucking know. The third match, Solo Sikoa, LA Knight defeats Solo Sikoa by disqualification. Because the Bloodline got involved, and then then what's his name? Andrade got involved, and then Apollo Crews. Yes, Apollo fucking Crews, by the way. Because he got attacked a few weeks ago, or was it last week? And it's this is their way of trying to get Apollo Crews over. Try to get people to care about him again when they fucking failed. Apollo Crews has not meant shit since losing his fucking accent. Again, the the freaking Uganda character, him, acting like a prince of Uganda, where the fuck he was from, his character was from. Oh no, Nigerian. He knew Nigerian. Like when he was the Nigerian nail. Apollo Cruz, the Nigerian nail. The accent is still should be a game. It should be a thing. Like seriously, Apollo Cruz, when he was doing that, had character. I just don't get why the fuck they stopped with that shit. It's just retarded. WWE's retarded for that. And then we get more Steve Machine Guns vignette. Oh, they're coming after freaking, DUI. Fourth match, Chelsea Green defeats Bayley. Surprised with that. Good for her though, but whatever. We get next week's SmackDown. Bianca and Naomi will put their tag titles on the line against Nia Snax and Candice LeRae, and all these stupid matches are announces or whatever. Shinsuke Nakamura promo. Speaking Japanese, like, defeat LA Knight, this is just the beginning of inevitable, and it's like, who the fuck cares? Then we get the one last face-off before Saturday main event with Cody and Owens. Cody comes out, but then Owens doesn't come out. Like, we don't need to go car. We're gonna talk right here. And it's like, whatever. And then it's like, oh, I'm not afraid to say anything. Just Cody. Owens is scared or whatever. But then, we're professionals. We don't have to go on the car. We can't wait for what we're gonna do Saturday night event. And then Michael's like, we've seen that you and Triple H are hyping up something for one Naomi. What is it gonna be? He was about to say whatever, and then he gets it up by Owens on the TV. So the whole rumor is for one night only, the whole big thing that people are hoping to see. Apparently, Triple H gives him something. It'll be so funny if it's a big swerve, if it's not something that people were hoping for, and just people be angry. But apparently the whole idea of Saturday main events could be old school, whatever. But apparently what people are hoping for, it might be the return of the Winged Eagle title for one night only. I mean, sure, I'm kind of hoping for that too. Hopefully it'll be nice to see that, whatever. Other than that, so that happened, but unfortunately Owens interrupt. Why man, unfortunately, I don't care. Anyways, Owens says, oh my god, enough, who cares? Who cares what the Golden Boy have on Miss Lee Saturday night main event, you're just an unbiased journalist. And all I have to say is, you're just pathetic, use all your friends for your little story WrestleMania, and keep spinning, but then you've abused that opportunity of what, by teaming up with Rowan is a bad blood, by costing your friendship. And why don't you take a chance of something be the truth and tell Mike Fuller how bad a friend you are, just like you are a bad son and brother. And let me tell you something, as long as you may be champion or whatever, or how long, you will always been more interesting as Stardust. So that makes Cody very angry. Oh, you want to toss singers? Oh, I'm going to come after you, and then get it. Owens attacks, and when he gets right into the freaking backstage, and they fight a little bit, they get separated by the security, but then Owens took advantage, hit them with the belt, and Owens stands tall. Kind of similar to what happened last week. It's fine, whatever, it's just this is kind of only more beneficial if they were to do a match on a Friday Night SmackDown, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, again, it's just we kind of know, especially based on the spoilers for next week, Owens is not going to probably win the match, okay? I mean, it may be fine if he won. It actually would be. I mean, I wouldn't mind if honestly Owens wins. And then you could always lose the title to Cody on the Neflix for Raw. And then you can end their feud at freaking, Royal Rumble. Build some shit. Do some fun stipulation matches, whatever. Maybe do a SmackDown match and make people care about SmackDown. Maybe they even could give the title back on a SmackDown, Again, SmackDown before Christmas, after Christmas, something, New Year's SmackDown. New Year's Revolution SmackDown, But no, they don't really seem to make, I guess they're not going to be much care for SmackDown, so. Same thing for Raw the other week, right? Anyways, they're going to be on flight mode for freaking, right till Netflix, whatever. anyways, that's especially for the holidays. So that was SmackDown. Whatever. The show was pretty boring for the most part, in my honest opinion. With Saturday Night Main Event coming tomorrow. Again, I'm gonna be watching it after I come home. I'm not gonna be watching it live because I'm gonna be busy with SantaCon stuff. But regardless, I'll definitely watch it and I'll review it on Sunday instead. Everybody, happy holidays indeed. Hope y'all have fun. And honestly, if you're in the New York area or any area that celebrates SantaCon, it's probably better for your sake to do stuff like that. Go out, enjoy the holiday season, get some fucking bitches on the big black couch, make them go, oh shit, oh shit. That's what Santa. Come on, SantaCon. And we see all the fucking baddies, man. They'll be looking hot as fuck. Get them the big black couch, make them go, oh shit, we're giving them a colon style glass magnificently. You see, I don't drink. I don't always go to bars, but when I do, I get a cola instead and give them the bitches, so that way they don't fucking accuse me of rape and shit. You know what I mean? Stay thirsty, my friends. Until next time, peace. Yeah, bye. I'm just keeping it real. Until next time. Peace. Yeah, bye. SantaCon, woo!